everyone, this is the Hidden Podcast. I am number 1, and I'm joined here today with my friend, number 2.
Number 2 speaking here under the Hidden Podcast.
And this episode is a continuation of our previous one on Chozo Warrior, following up on the drama that's been going on between the 4 channels, consisting of Ether, Aaron LFZ, the Truth Committee, and, of course, Chozo Warrior himself.
And here's how it all started. Explain.
As we previously covered in our last episode, previous events have stirred up once more with Chozo and the gang, and as we can see here, how it all started is, from what we've seen, there's a video that Chozo Warrior had left up on his channel, and Aaron LFC did not like this, so he contacted E3Leon, which E3Leon contacted Chozo following that, asking him to remove the videos, but upon talking to him through Discord via call, Chozo decided to be belligerent, rambunctious, and overall immature, and decided to start things up with E3Leon and Aaron LFC once more, denying to take down the video and completely denouncing the very agreement that he himself had agreed on. And as such, that is how all this shit went down here. There have been Chozo has already had a live stream on his channel talking about the situation between all of them, and of course Truth Committee went on stayed true to his word and re-uploaded his exposed video, but on top of that, he also released more information on Chozo Warrior, including the exposure of him lying about a fake girlfriend that died in a car crash that's a ghost, and a few other things, on top of covering the agreement. And also, Truth Committee released another video of Chozo slipping up on one of his live streams, saying that so I guess I'll link it in the description here, or I'll slip it in the video of this podcast, but Chozo pretty much slipped up and said that those are his accounts when he was discussing about the comments being deleted. But
Exactly.
And of course E3Leon made some videos too, heartfelt videos, of him going off against Chozo, rightfully so, and that has been the most recent interaction between the channels that we know of so far.
Ethereal E4Leon didn't made a video until after the Truth Committee, and of course Aaron made videos on Chozo, because the moment when he said that he's saying he ain't gonna delete the video, he ain't gonna denounce the shit that's been going on, it was re-uploaded, it was back on out to the public, let's just say.
Right.
So, and of course, all people are saying that E4Leon is racist himself, but yet you got Chozo made a racist remark to Aaron LFC.
Yeah. Calling him white as chalk, white as snow. And then he has the audacity to go after Ether with his thumbnail, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And oh, you can continue.
Well, let's just say it's all bullshit. We all saw from the start. It's inevitable. And I just got no words to say about it. And from what I've heard and seen from E4Leon, he said he's not gonna stop making videos on him once he slips up and once he starts bringing bullshit.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Chozo has, of course, unlisted 2 live streams that he did on the Truth Comittee, Aaron, and Ethereal, or Ethereal, whatever you want to call him.
Right.
So, that being said, Chozo is just a degenerate asshole that is narcissistic to be wrong. And he for real called him out on his bullshit. He was buying his time, he had shit to do. Of course he had his to do on a New Year's Eve, being butthurt, and saying that he for real pulled the racist card out. Saying
Right.
with his a yes man. But if you look at Chozo's racist remark towards Aaron, which he for real has put it in the video, same with the Truth Committee, you can clearly see that it's hypocritical L behavior, 3rd grade dimension bullshit. 3rd grade bullshit.
Right.
And to me, racism is just an excuse to get back at each other, which racism is a real thing. From what everybody was saying. We both know. You can take your input on this. That's all I gotta say about this narcissist asshole.
Yeah, the whole thing with Chozo is, at the end of the day, he's just a person behind a mask. And he doesn't ever want to take off that mask. Not only cosmetic, but personality-wise. He puts on this show as to be some type of all righteous, all loving guy, but in reality, he's just a big slimy frog. A snake, actually, that's a better way to describe him. A big slimy snake. That once he gets far enough with whatever he wants, he'll do whatever it takes to just swap it all around and put it back on whoever or whatever is going on.
To those that he don't like at all, and not to forget this, Ethereal Leone has called him out on his bullshit, saying if you really are about that smoke, come on. But in the same sense, like in a few days later or a week later, Ethereal Leone has called him out on his bullshit, saying why don't you pay yourself a plane ticket to come down.
Yeah, and Chozo has also said that he's quote unquote all about that smoke.
Which he's clearly is not. He's just some overgrown man-child hiding behind a mask. We can understand at one point that he is, protecting his identity, no matter if it's his name or his looks. Which clearly his real name is Hassan. And I'm not saying his last name, full name, because that would be doxing, but it's on his Gmail.
Right. As for how we have his Gmail, that's for us to know. It's classified. But just the whole entire situation with Chozo, he is a slimy snake. If he doesn't get what he wants, he cries and throws a big fit and causes a big scene on YouTube. He loves drama. He loves drama per the comments that Aaron LFZ made in one of his live streams, which he has unfortunately unlisted, but he's just a dying channel. You can compare his views to a lot of other small channels around his size, and for the amount of subscribers that he has, it's pretty sad to see how little views he has for the content, and he honestly doesn't even, I honestly think he doesn't really care for YouTube that much anymore, except when it comes to interesting topics such as drama between him and Ether and Aaron LFZ and the Truth Committee.
You know what I think? He cares about YouTube and sub count. Which what if Ether Leone has said. And he has exposed that in his My Thoughts video that he
Right,
did.
yes.
He cares all about YouTube.
And I also think that he's relying a little bit more on his fake accounts or friends. We have Negative Zero, who was supposed to, I guess, make an exposure video on the 3 other channels against Chozo, but he has failed to provide that. You also have his other fake accounts such as Luke Solo, I forgot the others, but the point is he's trying to play a different game of using different fake accounts. And honestly, if I were to be frank, I think Negative Zero is Chozo Warrior himself. Because he only pops up when the stuff happens between the other channels.
Exactly. And not only he's just a slimy snake, he's a vulture. He is a piece of shit vulture.
Right. What do you mean by vulture?
Let's just say a term, similar term to a slimy snake. He's a fucking vulture. That's
Right.
all I can say.
The ideology behind Slimy Snake is that the snakes, this goes back to, like, you know, the whole shit between Adam and Eve and the snake and whatever. You know, deceiving and making his prey delusional and making them believe, just pretty much being a completely deceptive piece of shit. That's the general definition of that. And that's exactly what Chozo is. He's a very big narcissist, deceptive piece of shit. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this that aren't subscribed to him. And I'm sure a lot of his friends do too, but they only want to be his friend because they have no one else.
Exactly. All I can say is he's just a fucking vulture. A filthy vulture full of filth. That's all I can say.
Right.
He's a slimy snake. He's a narcissist. One day, he's gonna realize it the worst way imaginable.
Yes.
And the drama started back up in December 28th of 2021. Then, 3 days later, on New Year's Eve, he has to end the year out with drama.
Exactly.
And that's where Ether Leone is calling out his bullshit. And he has not returned, he has not responded at all. So, that confirms that he's the biggest bitch here. He's a loser. Oh, he says he has a job, but he only works at one-time jobs. That's low pay. For a narcissist inbred piece of shit that hides behind a mask for views.
Right.
So, that's all I gotta say.
Alright then, I believe this concludes this episode of the Hidden Podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. We are anonymous. We do not condone any type of hate or harassment towards any individuals covered in our channel. But we will talk shit about them ourselves, so you don't have to. But that's it for this episode. I am number 1.
And number 2 here, signing off.